My child, there is a prevailing myth in our contemporary discourse, the myth of toxic masculinity. However, let's debunk this notion and dive into the reality of what masculinity truly entails. Men, by nature, are wired to be protectors, fighters, and rugged individuals. As our lives have become more convenient with technological advancements, a paradoxical phenomena emerges. Our generation creates more problems for itself. In this modern era, the world seems less attuned to the needs of men. While societal structures are in place to assist women in times of hardship, men are left to navigate their struggles alone. The stark reality is that, at the end of the day, society doesn't seem to care about men. Real men, embodying strength and resilience, often find themselves taken for granted. Let's address a significant misconception: the idea of toxic masculinity. In truth, there's no such thing. What exists are unrealistic expectations and circumstantial inconveniences perpetuated by those who misunderstand and despise true masculinity. Unrealistic expectations often stem from a desire to perpetually cater to emotional needs, irrespective of the consequences. This inclination towards a false reality can lead to a sense of entitlement and delusion. Consider the example of delivering harsh truths. If we call someone out for their choices, such as identifying someone as overweight when they fit the description, it's often met with accusations of toxicity. The underlying issue here is the cognitive dissonance experienced when confronted with uncomfortable truths. It's not toxicity, it's a commitment to reality. Similarly, when a man fails to stand up for himself or call out disrespect, he becomes a tool, lacking the courage to assert himself. Conversely, if a woman exhibits promiscuous behavior, labeling her such is not toxic. It's acknowledging a factual history. The crux of the matter lies in distinguishing between verbal abuse and straightforward honesty. Verbal abuse involves name-calling driven by personal dislike. Honest assessments based on facts are not toxicity. They are a reality check. Moving on to circumstantial inconveniences, we witness a double standard. A man who stands up for himself is labeled toxic, disrupting group dynamics. However, when the group needs a defender, that same man becomes a hailed asset. Similarly, a man possessing the skill to fight is considered toxically masculine. Yet, when the need for protection arises, he transforms into a valued defender. In essence, there is no toxic masculinity. What's labeled as toxic is in fact the very essence of masculinity itself. Truth-telling, self-protection, and possessing the courage to confront uncomfortable realities. Don't expect everyone to cater to your emotional needs or force conformity to your ideals. Unlike the virtual world of social media, reality doesn't always align with our preferences. The key is to embrace the core principles of masculinity without expecting constant validation from a world that may not always agree with you. What are your thoughts on the concept of toxic masculinity? Comment down below and let's engage in a meaningful conversation. Click here now to watch more and unlock the boundless wisdom of the champions. Wake up!